Wait, let's say our pronouns real quick. I'm a he.
I'm a starfish. You and I are sick.
You walked into a lion's den.
You wouldn't know that it was human meat until they said to you, human carpaccio.
When I think about eating people, not only do I think about how they would taste, but I also like to think about their personality.
Walked into a lion's den.
Just call me my guy and we're good.
Yeah, call me my dude. That's it. You sound like the dumbest robot made.
I am the dumbest robot.
Thank you for listening to Splittin Hairs. On this podcast, you're gonna learn about yourself. I'm Ashlynn Salzano.
My name is Chris Metcalf.
We're all lizard people anyway. Dude, I've been meaning to talk to you. I've been meaning to see you because, like...
That's rare.
Yeah. It's not for anything good, though. That's,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I've been meaning to see you because I wanted to know how you felt about Mr. Cuomo saying he is not a pervert. He is just simply Italian.
Just simply an Italian man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that just kind of falls in line with just like ignorance. You know what I mean? Like, at what point do we not know that that's not like appropriate office behavior? Do you know what I'm saying?
Or just like an appropriate saying, right? Like,
what, that he's Italian?
But it's just like, whoa, I'm not a sexual assaulter. I'm just Dominican. I'm not a thief. I'm not a thief. I'm just Puerto Rican.
Right.
You know?
I didn't stab that guy.
Yeah.
I'm just Puerto Rican.
Yeah. You're like, I did not kill all those kids. I am just white. I am not a mass shooter. I am just white.
Yeah.
Like, that is just like so crazy.
Oh yeah, it's such a bullshit thing. I think that wasn't that like his last ditch effort to kind of like before he resigned.
No, I think he said it while he was resigning.
Oh, okay.
I think. I mean, I haven't been like watching.
Look, I'm out of
it.
here, but just remember, I'm still Italian.
He's like, just remember, I'm not wrong. I'm just Italian.
Yeah. I may be resigning, but I'm not resigning because I think I did something wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone else is telling me I gotta resign.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm still gonna be kissing. And did you see the thing where he's like, I kiss black people, I kiss white people, I kiss LGBTQ. Like, he starts like listing, and there was like pictures of him like
Kissing people.
yeah, kissing different people.
Like, I wonder how the LGBTQ is just like
Ew.
just like how can we tell? It's just like a lesbian with like a mohawk. We're like lesbian. Like, how can we tell? But yeah, I mean, like, I'm not trying to say that I don't think it's wrong, but like there was one woman who said that she was so traumatized from a kiss that she couldn't sleep for 10 years.
I mean, was it the one where he said "Ciao Bella" too?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I haven't been
Kiss. What a kiss. I don't know if I've ever kissed somebody and it's ruined their sleep for 10 years.
Well, I'm sure you have. I'm sure many people have felt that about you.
I did. There was one girl that I hooked up with. She was one of my friends in college. You know how like sometimes their friends from home would come visit. Mm-hmm. I hooked up with one of her friends from home that had come to visit. This was like freshman year, okay? Wasted. We were both fucking wasted. And we were like wandering through the dorms trying to find a place to like have sex. We end up going into this huge double dorm room where there's like 10 girls staying there. I don't even know how we knew these girls. I think maybe she was staying there. Like, it was like my friends, like one of their mutual friends who went to the school was like out of town. I was like, oh, she could sleep in my bed.
Yeah.
And we had sex in that bed in the corner while these other girls are like on the other end of the room just like watching a movie in the dark. And it was like in hindsight, I was like, what the fuck was I just doing? What the fuck was that, right? So cut to like this girl like that I had hooked up with, like I didn't talk to her like because she didn't go to the school. Like I don't even remember. Maybe she texted me and was like, "Oh, we should hang out again." And I was like, "No, I'm in Connecticut and you're in New York." They were from Staten Island.
Yeah.
And so cut to years and years later, when I'm living in LA, I'm in Vegas, and in Vegas I'm with my friend and 2 of my friends from college, and it's me, my buddy, and 15 girls.
Yeah.
And one of those girls is that girl that I hooked up with. And one night when we were drunk and like on ecstasy, like at this club, she turned to me and she was like, Chris Metcalf, you ruined my fucking life. I was like, what are you talking about? I mean, she was wasted. And I was like, okay, like, all right, I'm sorry. Like, what? I don't get it. And she's like, I'm a registered nurse. I'm a fucking, like, she just was like going nuts. But then like in this rant, cause she was, and we were trying to get her home. That's why she said it to me. Cause we tricked her into a cab to go home. Cause she was like a mess.
Yeah.
And when she realized that I tricked her, she was like, Chris Metcalf, you ruined my fucking life. And like talked about how we hooked up and I was like a dick and like all this shit.
You were a dick. Why? What did you do?
I just told you what I did. Like, that was it. But it was, I think she was just like, the whole thing was like embarrassing and just like, I think she just was not happy about us hooking up and the way it all went down. I don't know, unless there's something I don't remember. But the reason I say it is because a kiss that ruined someone's sleep for 10 years. I don't know. Maybe this girl was like, lost a lot of sleep over us hooking up.
I love how you find it that funny though.
Well, it was just like at a left field, you know what I mean? Like, to me, it was this person, like, I had seen her, it was like probably 10 years after the fact. I mean, how old are you? You were like 21 when you're a freshman in college, and I was probably like...
No, you're not. Freshman in college, you're like 18.
Or, yeah, 18, right?
Yeah.
So we were like 18 or whatever, and then it's like we were... I don't know, 27 or something when she told me that I ruined her life.
But did you ask her how or why?
She was too like wasted, and then like the next day when you're all like still fucked up and like hungover, you don't really like, you just like go have brunch.
Did she have brunch with you?
It's Vegas. We were just eating at buffets. I don't even think we ate together. But like I saw her like periodically. There was also like 15 of them. So it wasn't like I was just like...
But you weren't like interested in knowing why you ruined her life?
Not at the moment, no. I was really... we were in Vegas partying for
you were all wasted.
Straight.
I don't mean then. I mean, like, you wake up the next day, you're not like, wait, like, how did I ruin your life? Like it's one thing is like, I regret having sex with you. Like, I regret me. Like, it's just like, you ruined my life.
I don't know. Maybe she hadn't slept with a lot of people. I didn't ask her. I don't know why I didn't feel inclined. I think it was just all the partying. It was just like, I wasn't in the headspace to be like, it was also like my birthday weekend. I wasn't going to be like, so what did I do wrong? You know, I was like, let's fucking pop more Molly and go to the pool party. Like, we're in Vegas.
I would have to ask the person, what did I do? Like, what was it?
Because I mean, she's married with 2 kids now. I could still ask her.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not ruined.
Yeah, well, she must have resolved it, whatever I did.
You think it's because you left her on red or something, or like, you think it was that?
Probably.
You know what's interesting? This is the second time you told me this story. You never told me that she hit you up and was like, hey, we should meet up, and you were like, no.
I probably did. I did that a lot at the time. I was like, that was fun, but no.
Yeah.
I'm good. That was like a one-night deal. Yeah. She probably didn't like that. I probably maybe even like at the time, I mean, I was fucking 18. I probably was like, yeah, no, we'll date. You know, like wasted, making out.
Oh, yeah, like I love you.
Yeah. Oh, my God, you're the best. I love you so much. Like, we really have a thing. Now let's go have sex in front of these strangers that we don't know under the covers.
Why are men garbage? Why are you garbage? Like, what is it inside of you?
I don't know.
That is garbage.
You just want to get laid, I guess. I don't do that shit now.
Right. I mean, like...
But at the time, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, what is it about, like boys that age that you're just, like, full-on trash? It's like, and even some men your age, but, like...
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say women are perfect, but it's just, like... I think it's like you're an addict almost, right? Where like
you're like addicted to having sex.
Like the only thing on your mind is sex, and like you're gonna get there. No, like
especially then when you're that age, like you're just so like your balls are just like just filled with they just want to come all the time,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
just like, what are we gonna do? Like, we gotta fix this.
It reminds me of like Pinky and the Brain. Like, well, what are we doing today, Brain?
Oh yeah,
Taking over the world,
Yeah.
Pinky.
yeah. Those are my
Those
testicles.
are your
Pinky
titles.
and the
What
brain.
are we doing today?
We're trying to
Brain?
come.
We're coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing anything at all costs to come, no
Yeah.
matter what. Yeah.
That's but like it's so interesting to me that most men can just separate the emotion from it. And that even
Yeah.
travels to gay men.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just a man thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it's not just a straight man thing.
No, it's definitely a guy thing. I do think it catches up with you after a while, but regardless,
In what sense? Because I'm sure a lot of girls that their lives have been ruined would like to know how it caught up to the guy. They would like the revenge now, Chris.
I mean, not bad. I mean, not in like a bad way. I think it's like anything. If you do it too much, right? Like, I agree with you. I think men mostly are able to just kind of like be more touch and go with that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think women definitely like are more sensitive to that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
But I think if you're just doing it a lot, it's just like kind of, fucking feels empty after a while. You're just like, okay. That's why most people end up getting married or like dating someone. They're like, I can't just keep fucking random
that's
people
why.
forever.
Yeah, it's not because they find someone they love.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
No, but it's the way you said it. Like if it's matter of fact. You said it like, yeah, that's why we start dating people and marrying people because we're so empty and we just need someone.
They do. I swear, like
Well, I hope if you're a woman and you're listening, and if a guy has ever done to you what Chris Metcalf did to that girl, I hope you feel slightly better knowing that they get empty and latch onto anything later.
I mean, they do. I mean, think about those guys. Like, my dad's got a friend that he's worked with over the years that the guy's been married like 5 fucking times. Like, you don't think that guy's like, hey, we'll get married. It makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
Like, there's just that. I think some guys are just like, hey, it's logical rather than I like love this person. That there's like a deep bond where they're like, it makes sense.
It's more like a math, like 2 + 2 = 4.
Yes.
So let's just do it.
But they're doing the math wrong.
Oh yeah. They're not doing the PEMDAS. They're doing the PEMDAS.
PEMDAS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing them wrong.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
doing them in order.
Yeah, the numbers are there, but it's not working.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's just interesting. It's just sad to see someone like Cuomo go through it because, like, I do feel like he was a good governor when we needed him during the pandemic. I do feel like he stepped up and did a lot of shit, and they gave him a lot of shit for closing things down. But I mean, like, I think we were able to bounce back so fast because he did what he did.
That's interesting because isn't he notoriously got a bad rep these days?
With Republicans, yes.
Oh, I thought the Dems hated him too now. Or am I thinking of...
You're thinking about Blasio, I think.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking about... But no one ever liked Blasio. I don't know how he won. The numbers are fixed.
Right.
I don't know how he did it.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah. I knew a 11-year-old that used to be like, Blasio doesn't know how to handle snow. You know what I mean? The numbers are fixed, baby. But yeah, so I think he did do good. And I think, because like I was talking to someone from Chicago and they were saying how like, New York has just bounced back quicker. And like, we've still got shows open. Like we've got these indie shows. Like he was like his club shows have opened up, but the indie shows are really like low and few. And like these restaurants don't want to do them. And I think it's just because we handled it properly. I think everyone else is just like, we're scared of the numbers. And
I think New York I think the way New York operates, we're like, we make a move and we double down on it.
Yeah,
we stick to
yeah,
it. And
yeah.
even if it's wrong, we're going to act like it wasn't wrong and we're going to power through because we're New Yorkers.
As fast as we shut down, we're going to open up, baby. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? So I don't know. In my opinion, I think he did a good job, but I mean, it doesn't take away the fact that, he's over here with wet kisses that ruin people's lives.
Yeah. Yo, I went to a bar the other night. I forgot to tell you this. I went to a bar the other night. And they were like, do you have your vaccine card? And I was like, no. And they were like, then you can't come in. This bar did it. And I was like, are all the bars around here doing that? And they were like,
they're not supposed
they were
to
like,
do it till
not
the
yet.
16th.
She said they're doing it early.
Just to get it, because,
Just to get the ball rolling, just to get used to it, I guess.
That's actually fucking smart. Because what's going to happen is that when it starts happening all over, you're just going to get a lot of people bouncing. You know what I mean? But if people, you kind of get what I'm saying? Like if let's say there's 3 bars on the block and like all of a sudden all 3 of them start doing it at the same time, then I feel like it'll kind of like create this like commotion.
Yeah.
As opposed to everyone being like, nah, that bar's been doing it. You're definitely not getting in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of smart. But do you know that you can download an app?
I heard, but I have to find out because I got my vaccine in New Jersey, so I don't know if I can. I don't know if the app is only for New York vaccine people who've got to take it in New York.
It's called New York Wallet, or so maybe you can get like New Jersey Wallet.
Maybe
you know,
I have to
maybe
figure
maybe
that
you'll
out,
be registered
because they did not make the card very easy to carry around. It doesn't even fit in your goddamn wallet.
It's a high school diploma.
Yeah.
Shit is gonna be fucking hanging on my fucking,
Yeah.
whatever, on my fucking
I got it in a frame.
dresser. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's next to my high school picture.
There's like a picture of you getting it from the pharmacist, like after they're like shaking your hand and they're doing the cross handshake.
But I can't even move my hand because that fucking
it's
shot
sore.
hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your thing's up with the
Because the
Band-Aid.
chip hurts.
Yeah.
The chip hurts to lift. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with them checking vaccination cards. Like at the end of the day,
I don't give a shit. That's why I got it.
yeah. And at the end of the day, we like everyone's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "We've been doing this. Like, didn't we have our cards for our vaccination to get in school?"
Yeah, but I guess now I think what's weird is it's bleeding over. It's like now you're gonna make me do it to go to a bar now. Like
I don't think
school's
that's
different.
gonna be always, because I don't think that's always gonna be the case. I just think for right now it is the case. Like I think this is a fresh pandemic. Like everyone's just acting like this shit just goes away. You know what I mean? Like viruses don't go away. Like herpes is still here. HIV is still like viruses just don't, like we still get the flu, and compared to what the flu used to be, it still kills people. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's brand new, and people are just like, wow, it was last year. It's like that instant shit we were talking about, where everyone just thinks it's just gonna disappear. It's like, no, like
Right.
I think 20 years from now, no, like we won't be needing like our vaccination cards.
20? You think it's gonna take 20 years?
Well, it mutates. I can see us dealing with this for the next like 3 years.
All right. Well,
There's always like a new fucking variant. There's like the lambada variant. There's like the salsa, the bachata. They've got like fucking music genre variants coming out every fucking so often. You know, like, right? Like,
aren't they the Greek alphabet? The lambda, the delta. I think those are Greek alphabet things.
oh, I didn't. Boy, you could have. I don't know.
So did I tell you? So my boss, I was talking to my boss about this, about
Yeah.
the vaccines, and I made the joke. I was like, what is this, like a fucking frat house? They're calling it the delta, the lambda, and all this
Yeah.
shit. He goes, well, let me tell you something. I was in a fraternity when I was in college, and we got to tell you something right now. We got a big problem if we get the Omega strand. And I was like, why? He goes, because that's the last letter of the Greek alphabet. I started dying. I was like, okay.
But why would they do that to us? You know what I mean? Just ruin fraternity names like that. You know, like now we're gonna have to change fraternity
Kappa
names.
Lambda Phi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna have to change fraternity names.
Yeah, I think they could use an updating. Why do they have to be Greek anyway?
I don't know when we started it, because it was like COVID-19. It was just like that, right? Like, did we know what was the first one?
I think it was just COVID-19, and then I think
Why couldn't we just do like COVID-20, COVID-19 Junior, COVID-19 Senior,
Right.
COVID-19 Part 2?
yeah, treat them like kings.
Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah.
a lineage. Yeah, COVID-19 the fourth,
The third.
Yeah. Prince COVID.
Yeah.
The fourth, because then some of them will like break off.
Yeah.
And then we'll just have some British royalty shit going on.
Yeah, I don't understand why we got to do like I don't like it. Then we had like the Delta Plus, and I was like, okay, it's just another app that I have to fucking subscribe to. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
I don't mind the vaccination cards though. I don't mind them, and I get other people's point of view of it. Like, I get it. I get that we're all just like, yo, you serious? Like, you're gonna tell me what to put in my body? And as someone who is pro-choice, I I'm not only like pro-choice when it's like something I agree on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's a lot of Republicans who are like, I'm pro-choice. It's like my choice. Like it's my decision to get the vaccination. They're like, but you shouldn't get an abortion. You know what I mean? I'm like, it doesn't work like that, Papa. You know, like it doesn't work like that.
Right.
But so I am like pro-choice no matter what you decide. But I do think that it's like you're putting other people in danger, right? When as opposed to like. Right. When you do have an abortion, like really, that's just your decision and it's going to affect your life.
Right.
Really.
Like if every time you had an abortion, like 10 people died, you know, then
like
that's
6
different.
people had cancer.
Yeah. That's a problem.
Ooh,
cool. Inverted.
I like that. That's creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy.
Yeah.
I wonder why it's doing that.
I don't know.
Well,
Ew, now our mouths look creepy. It's like a UV light.
Yeah. That's like when we should do like blacklight shows.
Yeah. And then also in the news, and this is like goes to Democrats. It's just been like a lot of shit in the news. Like, did you see that the new Joe Biden infrastructure bill that just passed also has a funding for vehicle mileage tax?
No.
So there's like there was just this. You heard of the infrastructure, right?
No. Or maybe I did and I don't know that it's called that.
So it just passed. He just passed this infrastructure that was like $1.5 billion or something like that. But in that infrastructure, in the package, there's this funding of $125 million for vehicle mileage tax. And so what they're thinking of doing is taxing vehicles based on how many mileage, like how much mileage they've driven.
In New York City.
In everywhere. And their biggest problem...
In all of New York?
In America. This is an American thing. Like, it's federal. Like, this is what they're trying to do in America.
And they only did $125 million for that?
Of funding, yeah. To, like, see... It's just a testing... It's a pilot, basically. And what they want to do is, like, tax you based on how much mileage you've driven that year.
These are the beginning steps of that fucking car thing I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Of the fucking pods, lock it into the highway, and no one owns a car anymore.
Yep.
You're going to have a special permit. The only people who are going to have their manually driving cars are going to be like utility vehicles. Like a plumber who needs a van with all his tools. Because like how's he going to like go to jobs and shit? But other than people like that, pods, baby. Everybody. No one's going to have a car. We're all going to have a subscription.
Well, okay, so we said this, remember? We said this on our drive to LBI, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Where you were telling us about, like, no more car ownership. None of this, like, you get to own a car. It's just, like, you either are renting a pod or you are subscribing to cars like that. Like, you no longer get to own things. And
right.
And we have seen that in like even the Netflix stuff, even Apple Music, like
all of it.
We're Airbnb, they don't own Airbnb is just a middleman. They don't own anything. They're just a transaction guy.
Right.
Netflix doesn't own anything. I mean, now they're doing like their Netflix original, whatever, but they don't own anything. They're the middleman, right? Like everything, like these things are car rentals, all of this, like they don't own it. They're just able to just be the middleman.
Right.
And that's what we were talking about. Yeah. And when I read that, I was like, it's happening! I was like, get this chip out of my arm!
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy to see how it like all intersects because I think there's gonna have to be a hybrid of that going on where it's gonna be like all the cars are gonna have to be able to like hook up to this like highway of like lock into the pod things.
Yeah.
But then like when you're on back roads, it's gonna be like a robotic driving fucking like vehicle, I guess.
Well, they were saying too, and you know what was kind of fucked up is that they were saying that they're going to be, what they're trying to do is to change the difference, like how much they're going to tax people who live in urban cities versus rural places. How if they tax the rural, like because they drive so much, if they tax them as much as they tax us, then that's going to make them more poor.
Which they want to do.
Which they don't want to do.
So they'll tax them less.
And tax us more. And I'm like, But how much do you want to fucking tax us?
You're going to tax me, right, to drive to the shore.
Yes, but like,
Right.
my thing is like, why
Which is
do we
bullshit
keep
because
looking
you're also
out?
paying tolls. Which is also bullshit because you're paying fucking tolls.
Right, and in their infrastructure, like in their thing, it was like, this would like give money to like create better roads or something. I'm like, no, this is to create better robots. Don't fucking lie to me.
This is for your new initiative. This is like the new.
Yeah.
And what a thing to call it, the infrastructure, right? Like what would an intercontinental rail line be called other than an infrastructure highway, some fucking shit like that. Yeah. What's going to be interesting too is I wonder if your subscription to your car is going to by the way, this shit is verified because when I brought this shit up to Jude thinking he was going to call me a quack, he's like, no, yeah, they're doing that.
Yeah.
He was like, and if you guys don't know Jude, if he says that shit, it's happening.
Yeah.
it's fucking happening.
It's in the works, baby. Yeah.
Like I wonder if like your subscriptions like you have like like an Audi, right? So rather than go to the dealership and buy an Audi, your like Uber, your car subscription's gonna be I pay for Audi. Audi picks me up.
And it's also like what we have to be careful too, and this is gonna go into a deep spiral, but what we also have to see is like if our subscriptions are gonna be based off like credit. Are they gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because I could totally see this, like, everything is fucked up. And I could totally see them fucking the poor with this. You know what I'm saying? Where like, if you don't make more than this amount of money, then you can't subscribe to an Audi.
That's why you got Kia.
Right, but but if right now, if we wanted to, we could go get an Audi and no one could tell us anything.
Because you could buy it with cash.
Or we can buy, or like credit, just run our fucking credit. But now they'll let us know if we can afford an Audi.
Right.
So that's what kind of scares me is like, all of these things sound cool, but with every cool thing that comes, it's like more restriction.
With every new cool thing, there's a backlash.
Yeah.
There's going to be a backlash.
Yeah.
I mean, think about even what it's going to do to like.
And they were saying too, like people are gonna be weirded out because of their like their privacy and stuff. So they're just trying to. I hope there's such a backlash off of this that they don't even think about it twice.
Oh, well, there will be if people start noticing the tax. Like, because what's it gonna do?
Well, I think if you're a vehicle owner and you claim your taxes, they want to see. Okay, so from March 2021 to March 2022, let me see your mileage. And then times that, like...
What's weird about this, too, though, and this might be boring.
If I'm reading it right.
Right. What's interesting about this, and this might be boring for people listening, but, like, you can... Like for my job, right? Like, if for stand-up, right? Every time you drive to go do a show, you can write that off in your taxes. You should be, if you're not, by the way. But, like, you can write that off because that's a business expense. You're doing it for your career, for your job. So... You can write those miles off. So what are they going to allow you to write them off, but they're also going to tax you for them?
You know
what I'm saying? I'm asking rhetorically, but like it's just like, what the fuck? Like,
and I read somewhere that someone was like, okay, well, maybe this is going to like, maybe we'll pay for mileage instead of gas. Like trying to go energy wise.
Oh, right. Maybe that's them trying to, because how are they going to, they're not going to make money off fuel, so they got to figure out another way to make money.
I guess.
That could be part of it, too.
That's something I read. Someone was like, oh, I wonder if, that's the big swap.
That definitely makes sense. But then again, right, because if no one's paying for gas and the taxes we pay on gas, if more and more cars are becoming full-on electric and they're just plugging cars in, they're losing all that tax on gas that people would be buying. Interesting. Yo, the fucking government's grimy, yo.
Yo, they want all your money.
Fucking
everything you making.
Fuck, dude.
You can't save shit.
Nothing, dude. Turn around the corner. They just like, go down there. Yeah. Just like in Goodfellas. Go ahead.
Yeah.
There's more taxes right around the corner.
Yeah. He'll take care of you.
Yeah. Or we'll grab you and pull you into a fucking van and you'll never see anybody ever again. So either one. But yeah, go ahead. There's coats down there and taxes.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. Fuck that shit.
That's how we're going though.
Yeah. Just plugged in, man. But why? What? Well, hopefully we won't need a car because we'll be loaded up into a program.
Yeah,
I can
maybe,
just fly there.
Yeah, maybe my brain would be on a hard drive later.
Right.
You know. But you know what it made me think of too was like, it was kind of fucked up too because I was like, now I see why. Not all Republicans, but why Republicans are like Democrats are so fucking dumb, right? Because if someone is just like, I'm pro LGBTQA, I am pro Black Lives Matter, I am pro immigration, we're just like all like we're gonna vote for them, right? But then they do this thing where they fuck us in our cities by like charging us more because they know that like in rural cities that matters. Like they care. Like don't fucking tax me. Like don't come with your taxing bullshit because we will not vote for you. We don't give a fuck what you believe in. You raise our taxes and we ain't fucking voting for you. But they have us in such a fucking hold because our heart is where our politics are, and we're like the opposite of Republicans. Like Republicans are like, my politics are where my pockets are, and we're like, it's where our heart is. Yeah. And so we're fucked. Like that's why like cities like this, we pay so much in tax because we're just like, taxes, yay! You know what I mean?
Yeah. Benefits, yay. Yeah.
Because like the people who like really, which is an interesting thing, the people who really benefited from Obamacare were in the Midwest. Yeah. Because of income. Right. Because if you make $40,000 in New York, you're basically like, you can't live here basically. But if you make $40,000 in the Midwest, you can live there and still get Obamacare. Right. So so we were never really able to get Obamacare because you can't live here and have Obamacare. Right. So it's like we always get fucked. Yeah. 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 It's like weird. Yeah. It's fucking I don't weird. Mean for it to be a politic episode. I'm not trying to. Even if we tried. Yeah. I mean, how far could it go if we tried? Did you see anything in the news that made you like? These were just like little things that I saw because of the Italian stuff. I was like, oh, Chris, right. This whole time he was just saying he's not a pervert. Yeah. I know this is like sore, but you should text that girl and be like, hey, just to let you know, I'm not a dick, man. I'm just Italian. I'm just being an Italian. I don't know if you heard about Cuomo, but I'm sorry, I'm just Italian. Yeah. Yeah. And then the car stuff, I was like, oh, they're pushing us to the pod, which is something you brought up. So that's why 100%. I thought about you when I saw these things. That's fucking wild. But did you see anything in the news or anything anywhere? I don't really care if it's the news. I haven't. I honestly, I get all my news through like podcast shit. I really love the sound of when I pour water. I don't. Oh, really? No, I don't. I just like it's always so loud on the podcast. Oh. I was gonna say I actually think the sound of pouring water is kind of soothing. It's like a waterfall. Yeah. But what were you gonna say? I was just gonna say I try, like, it's weird, like I always want to watch the news because I feel like I want to be informed. I want to know what's going on. Mm-hmm. And then I do it for 5 minutes and I'm like, why did I open up this door? Yeah. So then like I kind of get my news through like podcasts that I listen to, but then I feel like it's also like there's like opinions in that. So I don't know. And you don't want to like talk about a podcast news on a podcast. Yeah. It's like kind of weird, So I'm weird with the news, Like I'm usually like, if I hear about something crazy that interests me, like I might go then look up and try to look up some stuff about it. I got too addicted to the news during the election. Okay. Because we just like kept it on, and with this election, it just went on and on because of the mail-in ballots and all of that. So like, this was probably like one of the longest fucking elections, and I was like, this is fucking brutal here. You know what I mean? Like. So we just kept it on for like a couple of days. And after that, I was like, I don't ever want to see the news again. Like it was a thing where I was like waking up and putting on the news. And it's like, the news is fine for an hour. Like that's it, max. Like I will look at the news. I don't even watch news. I'll read news article on my iPhone, like whatever my iPhone tells me, like trending for you or suggested for you. I also saw this thing. The census said, I don't know if you saw me post it. Oh, you did. You responded that the census said that white people are losing majority. Yeah. But that's been known. I remember watching something years ago. They were like, with the way the populations. But now it's now it's like it's it was a prediction. Yeah, I knew that. I saw that coming. That was gonna happen a while ago. I forgot what I was watching, but like they just like casually were like, by the year 2000, whatever, like
Caucasians will be the minority. Yeah.
You'll never be the minority.
We'll still have all the power, though.
Yeah.
Never give up, guys. Never give up. We got this. They might have us in numbers, but they'll never take our power.
Affirmative action, I think not.
Yeah. We're going to get some reparations. Yeah.
Listen to me now. Do not hire them. That's how it starts.
Now you're talking to all the not white people. You're like, guys, hire none of them. Hire none of them.
No, I was being you.
Yeah.
I was being you.
Still keep them.
Yeah.
Keep them out of the corporate workspace. Yeah.
Listen to me, okay? I know that you want to be better. This is not the time. We're low in numbers.
Just hashtag BLM everything and keep them out of the office.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do not let them vote in the Oscars.
Yeah.
We will keep these movies. We are not going to let movies like Car Wash and Soul Plane enter the Academy.
But can we agree that there does need to be some new blood in the Oscars?
1,010% there does.
This is horrible.
That shit is so stupid anyway.
And not even like, and we talked about this, and not even like people of color. Like, we're not even talking, but like, we were talking about how like Dumb and Dumber didn't get nominated for anything.
Because they never nominate a legit comedy. It's always a fucking musical or some animated thing like Finding Nemo and some feel-good shit.
Some like foreign comedy.
Right.
And which is fine, which is more than fine, but it's also like, why is there never just like a real comedy?
Like a hard-hitting comedy.
Yeah.
Right? Like even a movie like I'm not even saying that The Hangover is like the funniest movie.
And if you don't agree that Dumb and Dumber should have been Oscar nominated, please stop listening.
Turn this fucking show off. Unsubscribe. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yo, I can't with that shit. And like...
Well, you were saying like...
Oh, with The Hangover. Like The Hangover's not... I don't think The Hangover's like the funniest movie ever.
Yeah.
But for that year, I don't know what other comedies came out that year. That should have been an award-winning comedy. I'm sure it won like MTV award and shit. But if we're talking... like big time Oscars, like if it's a comedy, like let's legit do comedy here and let's not like,
because it fucking killed.
Right.
Yeah. Like, was Bridesmaid nominated?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
And that was a fucking, I mean,
because it's a straight comedy.
But it's like, but even like in the sense that like it was an all women lineup comedy.
Right.
Even, you know what I'm like,
but like on the progressiveness of
right,
it.
Right. I'm like, damn, we don't even get that. Like,
we should look up like the comedies that have been like nominated, because I bet you the list is shameful.
Yeah.
I bet you like one year it was like Chocolat with like fucking what's his name?
Well, it was like Miserable.
yeah, like some dumbass fucking lame shit.
Well, let's go into our segment. I feel like
yeah.
we're kind of warmed up here with being Italian and sexually assaulted. Guys, relax. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm just Puerto Rican.
I'm not wasted. I'm just Irish.
Yeah. I don't have a drinking problem.
I didn't crash this car into a telephone pole. I'm Irish.
Yeah.
I'm just doing how the Irish do it.
So fucking funny.
Have you ever seen those pubs that don't... Oh, sorry.
No.
I thought you were waiting for the screen to...
Go ahead. No, I mean...
I was going to say, did you ever... you worked in an Irish pub for a while. Have you ever been to another... They let people get Irish car bombs at Coogan's, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I've been to some Irish pubs like in the United States where like I've seen
disrespectful.
People, yeah, they're like, get the fuck out of my bar.
Yeah.
Bar. That would be someone being like, let me get the 9/11 shot. You know? Yo, let me get the fucking... Because if you don't know, like that shit, the IRA, like mad people died from all those terrorist attacks.
Car bombs.
And
literally
car
bombs.
Like literally.
Yeah.
And then people are like, bro, give me 10 car bombs, bro.
It's like walking into a Cuban spot. Let me get the Fidel Castro.
Yeah.
Let me get the Fidel.
Ooh, can I get the Auschwitz martini?
Yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck? No, get out of my...
Yeah, a lot of places are like, no. I heard in Ireland, you better not even think about it.
Oh, they'll kick the shit out of you, probably, yeah. I mean, probably at some younger bar, they'll be like, oh, you're fucking about, but like, not like an older bar, they'll be like, me brother died in a car bomb, yeah.
And it's like disrespectful, dude, to like pour too much head on a Guinness.
Oh, it's a 2-part pour. Yeah, you gotta do the whole thing.
And it's like, I'm like, you guys with your liquor, but it's okay.
It's crazy.
Well, we have a segment today because you guys have been thirsty for it. So Chris and I took some BuzzFeed quizzes because we love journalism at its finest and we respect it.
Yeah, we talk about the news, you know?
Yeah. All right, so which one do we want to do first?
Let's do the school one first.
Oh my God, someone's really calling me. They're not serious.
Shit.
They're not serious. All right. So, all right, what'd you say? The high school general knowledge?
Yeah.
All right, so when you took, so it was, what is it? So it's high school general knowledge. We took it, and like they said that most people can't get these high school questions right.
Yes.
So what did you get? What was your
My score?
Yeah.
I got 6 out of 15 correct.
I got 9 out of 15.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now how many of those were lucky guesses? Or did you know a lot of them?
I knew a lot of them.
At least one of these was a lucky guess.
Yeah.
Of the 6 that I got.
I mean, I don't remember because we took the 3 different tests, but like the whole time, like I was taking the test trying to beat you. I was like, I can't be dumber than Chris. I can't be dumber than Chris.
I reverted back into my like high school, college days where I was like, all right, we are going to guess our way to victory.
Whatever answer sounds good.
This vibe feels right.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of process of elimination, which didn't work. There's nothing better than being like, well, it's definitely not these two.
Yeah.
So it's got to be these two. And then you pick between the two that you thought, and the answer is one of the two that you already ruled out.
Well, what made me even sad too, it like made me so excited to get some of these right. And like some of these were like, all right, lunch break. Like
that one's the one I got wrong and I was most mad about.
Are you stupid? That one I got so right. I was like, boom. So it was like this lunch break one. They were like, okay, we're on lunch break. And I was like, dude, you know how many times I cut class to go to lunch? I was like, I better fucking get this right.
For people listening, the question was, it was like, I have a Twinkie. Now I'm going to have something else with my Twinkie that's by the same producer of little snack cakes. And they had butter or the peanut butter fucking stick things, which are from Little Debbie's. Mm-hmm. They had, what were the other fucking two?
It was Ding Dongs and...
I Cosmic Brownie and something else.
Yeah.
And I knew... I don't know why I thought fucking Hostess did Ding Dongs. I didn't know that it was...
That was the right answer.
Or no, I thought Drake's did Ding Dongs for some reason.
No, I was like... Immediately, I was like Hostess and I was like Ding Dongs. Because I just remember like the packaging. I just like am so visual like that. And then one of them was like Jim. And I was like too excited. Like... I was just too excited to get these right. And mine was like so close. You're what they call a specialist master of what you do. Nothing more, nothing less. You probably nailed the subjects you find interesting or the ones you need for your life goal. But you don't have to waste your precious brain space on stuff you have no reason to care about. I'm like, I need that brain space for video games. But go ahead.
Mine says, oops. Jack of all trades, master of none. There's a saying that might describe you. The good news is you don't have to be the master of every subject in life. You may have flunked this quiz, but once you find your calling, you're sure to become an expert at least one thing.
At least one.
I mean, I did ruin that girl's life.
You do roll a good joint.
Yeah.
Expert in that, I can say. All right, and then what was our next one? Favorite foods zodiac sign. So you had to pick your favorite foods, and they were going to guess our zodiac sign.
I was going to be... Did they guess yours?
Yes.
No, they did not get mine. They did not get mine. I was going to be so... I think I even texted you when I said this one to you. I was like, if they guess this correctly, I'm going to kill myself. Like, there's no way.
Well, I love BuzzFeed quizzes. Like, I waste amount of hours. My brain space that I've saved. I was so happy they got it right. Because I was like, fuck yeah, BuzzFeed journalism, baby! They got it. So first of all, like
the news.
First of all, I was so fucking boring with all my decisions. Like it was like favorite pasta. I was like spaghetti.
Yeah, the same.
Then they were like favorite bread. I was like white bread.
Oh, see, I had rye.
And then they were like, oh, you're so Irish. And then they were like favorite soup. I was like chicken noodle. Like,
oh, I did French onion.
Yeah. Ugh. No.
You don't like French onion soup?
But my favorite is chicken noodle.
Oh,
I like
favorite.
it,
Right,
but my
right,
favorite
right,
is
right,
chicken
right.
noodle. I can
Right.
always go for a chicken noodle. I can't
Yeah.
always go for a French onion.
Yeah.
And then favorite flavor of cake, vanilla. I was so fucking boring. But this is true. Like these are my
like vanilla
I
cake.
love vanilla ice cream. I love vanilla cake. I'm like so plain when it comes to that.
Right.
I don't like the fucking fruits and the blech. I don't like none of that
I did
shit.
lemon cake.
Oh.
Like, do you ever have like a good lemon cake with like a frosting?
Yeah,
on
I've
it?
had good
Yeah.
I've had good stuff. I just really like my fucking basic
love
shit.
it, basic
I
shit.
just love my basic shit.
Dude, that's...
They got me. They were like, it said Aries, Taurus, or Scorpio. What did they say for you?
Capricorn, Sagittarius, or Leo.
Your moon is a Capricorn, though. Your moon is a Capricorn.
Yo.
Now you're pissed. All right. What did you get for... All right. So then the next one was we had to choose...
This one was pure nonsense.
That's how you should have described all of them.
I know, but this one is like, it's like, this one was just hitting buttons and they could have just told you anything. Because the result of this is what national holiday are you?
I think that's super important. That is super important.
Like, it would be fun if they were like, answer these things and decide if you're a Democrat or a Republican. You know what I mean?
Those are too easy, though. Like on BuzzFeed question.
What, like, but what if it was like based on food choices? Because that's like what these things are. It's not like, oh, are you pro-choice or not pro-choice? It's more like, it's like, pick what's your favorite type of chip. Like, and you're answering those, like, similar to the
and then you like pick potato chips. It's like Republican.
Yeah.
Republicans really love it. It will bring us together. Actually, that's
Yeah.
a good quiz that'll
Yeah.
bring people together. So then, what was our next one? Yeah, Weird Food National Day. So we had to choose weird foods out of all of them, and then out of like a bunch of selections they gave us, and then it would tell us what national holiday we were. What did you get?
National Rubber Ducky Day.
That makes sense. That says a lot about you.
What is that? What do you mean?
You are like a rubber ducky. You are
How
just
am I
like
like a rubber ducky?
You're just very like, on the outside, very,
I don't go away.
presentable.
Right.
On the outside, you're like very presentable. On the inside, you're disgusting with bacteria.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But I got fucking, you want to complain? I got fucking National Vision Board Day. Which is the second Saturday in January.
Ugh.
Exactly. You're fucking complaining.
When's mine?
I don't know.
Oh, by January 13th. I'm not too far behind you.
You're the third Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, you can't be a Saturday in January and not be New Year's Eve.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
every Saturday in January is fucking trash.
Yeah, and you're like immediately after New Year, so
Yeah.
no one cares. But that makes sense that that's when the vision board time is, because New Year,
Right.
gotta get my vision board together.
But what's funny is that I'm not organized like that.
Right.
So I don't know why that's my day,
Right.
I don't know what the selection. Oh, then they asked us like, one of them was like between, like they put bacon as a weird food.
Yeah, some
And
of
I
the
was
weird
like-
foods, I was like, that's not
I'm
weird.
like, this is amazing food.
This one actually got me philosophically like thinking about the foods, like when they said like, oh my God, what was one of the ones that they had? Like one of them was like American cheese. And I was like they did that a bunch, and I was like, I mean, I guess like when you zoom out, it is kind of a weird food. Like I'm like doing that shit, or I'm like trying to like make it weird, or I'm like, when you think about it, it is weird.
They had like peanut butter.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess it's weird. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I guess that we make nuts creamy and put it on our bread is weird.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that?
But then they had other ones like oysters, and I was like, yeah, that's weird. Like,
Yo,
that's
but
a weird.
This is the type of shit that BuzzFeed they're ruining society, because like this, I feel like this is like weird shit where like people that are more like susceptible to shit than you and I are, they'll see that shit and be like, yeah, peanut butter is fucking weird. Fuck peanut. You know what I mean? And then like someone's going to be like, take this BuzzFeed quiz and it's going to sit in their subconscious. They're going to be out and they're going to like be dismissing peanut butter because they think it's weird.
They're like, ew, dude, you get peanut butter? That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude. I don't do that.
Yeah.
And then they can like come up with other reasons as to why it's bad, but it just keeps that little kernel, puts that little kernel in your fucking brain. People are fucking dumb.
I guess. I mean, I guess it stayed in my head that I am a vision board day. So I guess it does stay in my head. I'm very disappointed in myself. And I'm very disappointed in the fact that, like, I chose all basic answers for the fucking zodiac sign one, and it got my zodiac sign right. So I guess I'm a basic bitch by nature.
Well, I did when I was doing the zodiac sign one when they were asking different foods, when I was like...
Is that what a Taurus would eat?
What am I thinking?
Yeah. All right, let me take this test.
Let's think.
Think. What would a Taurus eat?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Ew. No. Oh my God. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich? That's so
They're
Pisces
making me
of me.
choose between peanut butter and jelly and a fucking Italian combo. Because that's what I started doing, where I was like, I don't know which one's better. I'll tell you what I'm in the mood for right now. I could go for an Italian.
They had like a...
Mwah, mwah.
I can go for a pervert sandwich.
Yeah, I'll go for a kiss on the forehead, a ciabella, and a ciabatta. I'll take a ciabella and a ciabatta. Yeah. I'll take a little ass groping on a hoagie, please.
Yeah. It just like, it was so fucking funny to take the test. Yeah. I mean, next time we should see if we could take it here. Like, I think we didn't want to do it on, like, we didn't want to do it on air.
It was gonna yeah,
but I think there is a way to do it while we were doing it. So I think if we do the segment again, I think we'll do it on.
We'll just hyper answer and and then. Because it will be funny too when we're like getting mad about the choices.
Yeah. Or me like being like, oh yeah, right, okay, American is your favorite cheese. You're fucking lying. You're fucking lying, Chris.
I did Parmesan.
Yeah.
I chose Parmesan.
I did mozzarella.
Oh, okay.
And like it made me think, because I was like, damn, I eat a lot of sandwiches and they put American cheese, but I'm like, but my favorite. I'm like, it's not what I use a lot.
Yeah.
It's my favorite, and I had to go with mozzarella over American.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. Well, do you have a would you rather?
I can think of one.
I can think of one
Okay,
because it takes you like 6 minutes to think of one, and then you over-explain it. Okay. Would you rather live in a world where we subscribe to cars, right? Would you rather live in a world where we subscribe to cars, or would you rather live in a world where we're dead? No, I'm just...
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. No, would you rather live in a world where we subscribe to cars, or would you rather live in a world where you had to buy a car flat out, all of the money there and then?
That's your only option.
Yeah. They're all cash. All cash. We live in a world just... you gotta go. You wanna buy the Audi that's $100K? You have to have $100K right there, or subscriptions.
Okay.
That's hard. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Shit. Does that mean like no Uber? Like no cabs?
Why you always gotta go into details,
Because
man?
I'm trying to think if I'm gonna be stuck at home. All right.
1, 2, 3 subscriptions.
Why did they win? Why did they win?
Because of greed, baby. Because ambition.
Because they know that we're weak.
Yeah. We're only human. We want the best of the best.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's been our episode of Splittin Hairs.
Get the fuck out of here.
Go eat an Italian, a perverted sandwich.
And do not hire the blacks or the Hispanics in the corporate world.
Yeah. I'm warning you now.